So this is my TJ6, and this is the driver's seat in my TJ6. Now I am 6'4". This seat was not built for someone who's 6'4", so I ordered some brackets that are going to move this whole seat back 4 inches, and we're going to get those installed today. And then maybe when we're done with that, we're going to go on a recovery, because somewhere out in the high desert here, there's a guy stranded out there, stuck, and he'd really like some help out of there, but we can't help him just yet, and once we get going on this, I will tell you why. So this is a seat bracket relocation kit. It moves the whole slider track for the seat back 4 inches, supposedly without drilling any new holes, and the seat will still slide back and forth. It'll just have a lot more back to help out someone like me driving this thing. This is not like a sponsored nothing giveaway free. I bought this because I wanted it. Okay, installed. So pro tip, if you're ever working on a Jeep, need to get in and out of it, just slide this piece up right here, lift the door off, and take it away. And fun fact, second time I've done this because I forgot to hit record the first time. Okay, now I haven't opened the box yet to see what the instructions say, but I'm assuming step 1 is take the seat out. So back to our guy who's stuck out in the desert and why we can't help him. So the guy has roadside assistance through his insurance company, and the problem with getting roadside assistance through your insurance company, I highly don't recommend you do that. Where is this bolt? Oh man, it's different. I'll be right back. Stupid Jeep and their stupid Torx bits. It is not that one. Wonderful. What about you? It is you. Okay, so the problem with getting roadside assistance through your insurance company is your insurance company does not offer roadside assistance. They tell you they do, but they don't. They farm it out to a third-party company. That third-party company works with a bunch of insurance companies, auto manufacturers, stuff like that. They try to sign up tow companies to be contracted with them to do the services at stupidly cheap rates. And it works for a little bit, but then those tow companies get tired of it and quit doing the service. Then they reach out to companies like me who refuse to contract with them, and they call us up and say something stupid like, we have a winch out job that's an hour and a half away from you on a full-size truck, and we can get you this job for $32. And of course I say no. Hey, that bolt's already missing, so guess we'll have to do 3. This Jeep has heated seats in it, which is an upgrade over the stock, so we got to find the plug down here and make sure we unplug it before that's all the things. Yes, now we can pull the seat out. This is why we take the door off. I'm hung up. I don't know how, but I'm hung up. Ooh. Okay. This one might not have heated seats on this side anymore. Whoops. Forgot that plug. I was not supposed to yank that out like that. Hopefully it goes back together. But anyway, like I was saying, the Motor Club roadside assistance dispatch company calls a company like me, offers a stupid cheap price. I say no, but I'll do it for this much, and you have to pay me up front. And 9 times out of 10, probably like 9.5 times out of 10, they say no, and then I go about my day, and you continue to be stranded wherever you're stranded. Now the problem with that is they won't give us any of your information since we weren't assigned the job. So in a case like this, where this guy is stranded way out in the desert, stuck, I don't know exactly where, I don't know who he is, and I don't know how to get a hold of him. So I would love to go help the guy, and I think these instructions are not very smart, because shouldn't I have put the bolts in the bottom side before I put the bolts in the top side? But either way, this guy is stranded out there, and I have a rough idea of the area he's in, but like within like a 50-mile radius, basically, based on the description I got from the insurance company. And I don't know exactly what he needs. Is he stuck in the sand? Is he stuck in a ditch? Did he knock a hole in an oil pan, get in an accident, or did he break down? I don't know. So I don't know what type of vehicle to bring, and I don't know where to bring it to. So I really want to go help this guy, but can't. So, as you guys know, I do a lot of this off-road recovery stuff for free. Don't charge anybody. The only time I charge people for off-road recoveries is insurance companies like this, rental car companies, U-Haul, you know, businesses that are making money off of it as well. They get charged. The private individual, no, usually not, unless it's some extreme circumstance. Gotta find this other bolt. So the first call I got from this particular motor club about this situation was at 7 o'clock this morning. It's now almost noon. We've gone back and forth quite a few times in that time frame, and we haven't gotten anywhere with it. So I finally say to the insurance company, I say, you know what? It's going to be over 100 degrees today. Sounds like this guy's been stranded since last night, so just give me his phone number. I'll just go do this one for free. Get the guy out of there. That's what really matters. And you guys don't have to worry about it, because apparently you're not too worried about it. And they won't give me his phone number. They won't give me his info. They won't give me anything to go help this guy for free. Now, as someone who just wants to go help people, this is super frustrating. So like I said, I've got a general idea of the area this guy's in. The motor club has escalated it to a supervisor, they say, to see if they can give me his phone number to go do it for free. So while I wait on that, I'm getting this seat bracket installed, and if I get this done before they call me back, we're just gonna go take a drive out in the desert, kind of in the area I think he's at, it sounds like, and see if we can find him. So like I said, I'd really go like to help the guy, just like I like to help most people, but the motor club, just like usual, is refusing to give me the information because I'm not one of their contracted people. And they're also not getting the person the help that they're actually paying for with their roadside assistance. And I know you're thinking like, wow, what a crazy circumstance here, and no, it's not. I get calls literally every single day, multiple times a day, from different motor clubs trying to get me to go help out their customers that they can't find a service provider to go help. And of course, my fair rate is always too expensive, so the person doesn't get helped. And then eventually, whether it's the next day, 3 days, 4 days later, I've had a week later on multiple occasions, they'll actually call back and agree to a price to get the car because it's been sitting there for a week on the side of the road or broke down in someone's driveway or something like that. That's not uncommon at all. So this thing does add tons of legroom, which is nice, but it also raised the seat up a couple inches, which is not so nice. So I might have to get kind of refabricate this bracket a little bit, or seat bracket, and see if I can get this thing lowered down, because if it was this far back and like 3 inches lower, it'd be perfect. So I know what you're thinking. You say, Casey, you help all these people for free, and you offer to go help guys like this for free. Why wouldn't you just take the insurance company's low rate and go do the job? Then you'd be getting something which is better than nothing, and you could help the guy. Yes and no. There's two problems with that way of thinking. And number one is that I still have to like earn money and pay my bills. The normal towing work like this, the pilot car, the other jobs I do are how I actually earn a living. I mean, YouTube is cool and all, and it definitely helps offset the cost of all that off-road recovery stuff that I do for free, but I still have to like earn an income and, you know, run a profitable business. Okay, now problem number 2 with doing these jobs for a super cheap rate just to get the jobs is it devalues every other towing company in the area. It just makes it harder for them to get a fair rate that they deserve from these motor clubs and insurance companies. And I work very well with a lot of the other tow companies in the area, and I don't want to do that to them. So I either charge the same fair market rate as any other towing company would, or I do the job for completely free. There's not really any in between. And when I'm doing the jobs for free, those are almost always jobs that none of the other tow companies want to do anyway. They're the off-road ones, they're the in the snow ones. They're not what they're trying to do as their day-to-day operations, and a lot of the jobs are referred to me from them. I like all the other tow companies around here. I want to keep working with them. We refer work back and forth a lot, and that's the way it should be. So we're up on top of Coyote Butte, and somewhere between here and Fort Rock, way off that way, there's a Chevy truck and a dude stranded out there in the desert, and not exactly sure where. So we're going to drop down here and then drive out there and see if we spot him. But as I was saying, yes, there's 2 very different sides to what I do. There's the off-road recovery free service side, and then there's the towing business, which is a towing business, and it charges just like any other towing business, and those 2 don't really mix that often. We're gonna take the steep way down. I actually took Clifford, the EarthCruiser truck, down this, and it did amazingly well. You know it's steep when you can't see the horizon up there anymore. So we drove way off towards Fort Rock, far past where anyone should have been, or this guy should have been. Didn't see anything, so turned around and headed back, and spot I stopped to get out and stretch the legs a little bit, and something cool thought to show you. So as you can see, we're in just flat, open, high desert, but down there it gets a little different. See, once we dropped down in here, we went from flat, arid, dry, high desert to green forest with birds chirping and nice place to camp and trees, big ones. We're actually inside of a big collapsed lava tube, and when the lava tube collapsed over who knows how many years, a forest grew inside of it. It's called the Lost Forest or the Hidden Forest. I don't remember exactly which one, but it is super cool down here, and the temperature change from here to up there is drastic. It is really nice down here, like 100 degrees up there. And since this is a lava tube, it's also a big cave. Now you want to talk about temperature change. As soon as I walked in here, probably 30-degree drop. Like, it's actually chilly now. And this cave here goes back up in there. Super cool. And there's that forest that from up on top of the rim is totally hidden. So since I don't have, like, you know, lights and someone with me and all that, we're not going to go cave exploring today. But if you would like to see some cave exploring, let me know, and maybe I can drag Austin or Alex or someone out with me, and we can go do some cave exploring. There's actually a couple around here that are ice caves, and big columns of ice and all that stuff in them. Those are super cool to check out. And I do this type of stuff a lot. I don't ever show it on here, but if you'd like me to, let me know and we can do that. So I'm gonna hike back out towards the Jeep and keep going back towards town. I didn't find this guy, but maybe I'll see him going the other way. And just like that, we're back out to the dry, hot, arid, high desert. There's actually quite a few spots, especially in this specific area in general, where there's just holes all of a sudden in the ground that drop down 50-60 feet where part of a lava tube collapsed. Underneath us right now is a crisscross maze of lava tubes, and every once in a while they collapse. For example, just
hole in the ground. This is a collapsed section of lava tube. Okay, it's 100 degrees. Heading back to the Jeep to turn on the AC and get some water. Just a quick PSA. It's getting hot out where you are. Check on your plastic, people. We start melting when it gets too hot. Alright, back to the Jeep. Glad nobody unzipped it. So now that I've had some seat time and the seat brackets, are they worth it? Yes and no. Now as far as the product itself and what you get for what you pay, 100% not worth it, not even close. It's 2 pieces of flat bar, bent with some holes drilled in them and a little bag of bolts. You could make the same thing yourself for just a fraction of the price. But on the flip side, as far as being able to just pull it out of the box, throw them in, tighten a couple bolts and you're done, 100% worth it, because that's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want to have to mess with bending up the metal and drilling the holes and all that stuff. I've got a million other projects I could spend my time on. A simple one like this, it was just one click on Amazon, it was at my house and done deal. So in that respect, completely worth it. So look at it for yourself. You want to take the time and build something yourself and all that, you could build this seat relocation bracket for dirt cheap. But if you just want to throw it in and be done, totally worth it. Well, now that we're getting back closer to town, perfect time to show you an example of why we are going to be out here Monday, July 11th for the PLS Bend public lands cleanup. Look at this. Tires, trash everywhere. I mean, this is like, look at this section of woods. Would be just an amazing place to come out, camp, cruise around in the Jeep or hike, whatever you want to do, and this is what you come see. So Monday, July 11th, if you can in any way get that day free, you're in the area and able to, it's the day after the big Overland Expo, plsbend.org, get signed up. It's going to be the biggest cleanup we've done yet. We're going to take areas that look like this and make them look like this. Now, as far as our guy stuck in the desert, did he get out? Is he still out there? Does he need help? Is he dehydrated and out of water? I don't know, and there's no way I'll ever know, and this is not an uncommon situation when motor clubs and insurance companies are involved. This is unfortunately part of the deal. So I guess this little trip out to the desert was a bust, but worth a shot. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.